We've been here a couple of hours here in Palm Springs on our first day, and my first impression when we got out of the plane, it was hot, like extra hot, like just couldn't take it. But then I realized later I was just wearing the wrong shirt. Well, the air sure is different here. Feels like it's easier to breathe. It's hot, but that's not unusual to us. For a desert area, first thing I noticed, it's very green. Lots of lush plants. Not sure if it's like a watering thing or just native plants that are flourishing. Not that I was surprised, but it is much, much drier even compared to San Antonio. I'm not a big art fan or fanatic where I'm gonna purposely go look at art, but some of the art around here that I'm seeing has been catching my eyes. See, even this caught my eye from a distance, so we had to come and see what it is. Turns out it's a Marilyn Monroe statue. Interesting. So I was totally surprised you could actually see her underwear in this. I did not expect that. Oops. But what surprised me was how spotless Palm Springs is. Seems like there's no graffiti anywhere, but then tucked away in this one corner of the city nearby, boom, an explosion of color. It felt like a designated space for graffiti art, maybe even encouraged. Turns out the city is really strict about tagging, but here, art was speaking loud and proud. So we're gonna check it out and see what it's all about. On our first day, we learned that every Thursday night in downtown Palm Springs, the main street transforms into a buzzing block party called Village Fest. Think farmers market means street fair with live music, food trucks, handmade art, and all kinds of quirky vendors lining Palm Canyon Drive. Locals and tourists come together under the desert sky to shop, snack, and vibe. It's a family-friendly, totally free to walk around and full of surprises. One moment you're tasting fresh dates, next you're watching a saxophonist play under a palm tree. If you're in Palm Springs on a Thursday night, this is the place to be. Well, we got done walking around the Village Festival there. Interesting thing to see, interesting. And it is a very pleasurable thing to be out here outside at this time of night. This cooler air is settling in and it feels really, really good. Hopefully our car's still here. Let's see. Greetings from Landers, California. We're basically out in the middle of nowhere almost. And we're gonna go into this place called the Integratron. Just outside Palm Springs in the Mojave Desert lies a strange and fascinating structure called the Integratron. Built in the 1950s by George Van Tassel, a former aviation engineer turned UFO enthusiast. This dome-shaped building was designed using sacred geometry, principles of magnetism. Van Tassel claimed it could rejuvenate cells, facilitate time travel, and even connect with extraterrestrials. Today, it's better known for its otherworldly acoustics and deeply relaxing sound baths. Whether you're into science, spiritual healing, or just curious desert architecture, this place is a total trip, literally and metaphorically. Seriously, look it up. The history is wild. That's quite the immersive experience. Best way I could describe it is if you've ever known anybody to have like a very loud and powerful stereo and they played a very low frequency bass sound and you could feel the vibration to the body. It's kind of like that, but a lot more pleasant, a lot more beneficial and relaxing. definitely had different parts of my body vibrate. Not exactly feel painful, but they got discomfort temporarily, but they tend to resonate with the frequencies of the sound. That was kind of interesting. It'd be my elbow, it'd be my knee, it'd be my hip, it'd be my ear. So it would kind of float around. So it was a good immersive experience to relax and to kind of get synchronized with some more natural frequencies that our bodies resonate with. Just north of the Integratron lies Giant Rock, a monolithic boulder so massive it's said to be the largest freestanding rock in North America. But this isn't just a geological oddity, it's sacred ground. Native tribes once held ceremonies here, drawn to its spiritual energy. In the 1950s, George Van Tassel carved out a room beneath the rock and claimed to receive messages from extraterrestrials. Those messages became the inspiration for the Integratron. For a while, thousands came here for an annual UFO conventions. Part of the rock split open in 2000. Some call it symbolic, others say it's just a desert doing what deserts do. But even today, Giant Rock stands like a silent witness to decades of myth, mystery, and cosmic curiosity. Geez, could you just imagine the starry night out here if you were camping? As I scramble around the boulders, I start noticing some pretty nasty flies. Plus, all the broken glass, leftover fire pits, and trash. There's definitely been some shady activity out here. Honestly, it gives off a weird feeling. Like, if you keep exploring long enough, you might actually stumble on something you really don't want to find. And I wouldn't be surprised if someone has found a body out here. As I was bouldered around up there trying to take a photo, couldn't help but notice some very nasty looking flies that are flying up there. And with as many people are out here late at night, and I got this creepy feeling. I did not want to wander around up there any further, so that was my sign to exit. It's time to go.